Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back playing some Eldrazi Aggro in Modern. So we've played some similar lists to this one, which you can find up here, but the difference with this list is we're going more creature heavy. In the past we usually added some more prison aspects like Chalice of the Void or Trinisphere main deck. So for this version you can argue it's more stock with the heavy creature build, but we are adding some new things. Most notably, we have the set of Reality Smasher and we have a set of the One Ring. So you might be thinking, why are you adding the One Ring to the deck? It's an aggro creature deck, there's no time to play the One Ring. And that might be right. But the One Ring is broken. You should play it in pretty much any deck you can, and we're going to play it here. So this Eldrazi Aggro list runs your normal suite of creatures with Heralds, Linebreaker, Fleshraker, Smasher, Thought-Knot, Devourer, Null Drifter, and a World Breaker. So what we're looking to do is drop our entire hand with all our aggressive creatures, play the One Ring, refill our hand, evoke Null Drifter, refill our hand, and then just steamroll our opponent. If we can get lucky enough and have Glaring Fleshraker survive, we can have Fleshraker out, and then we can cast Kozilek's Command, make a bunch of spawn, and then just ping them to death also. There is a lot of flexibility to the deck between having haste, disruption, trample, and just exile effects and cast effects. So that makes this deck really annoying to play against. As for the sideboard, we have 3 Relic Progenitus for graveyard decks, Battle Mage for artifacts and enchantments, Trinisphere for combo decks, Dismember for creature decks, All Is Us for board wipes, World Breaker most likely for Eldrazi decks, but it can also hit enchantments as well, Chalice of the Void for combo decks, Cascade decks, and then when Kozilek Butcher of Truth, just for mill. So that is Eldrazi Aggro in Modern. I want to remind you guys that I do deck donation, so if you have a cool idea for a deck, feel free to run it by me. And we're part of the MTGO Creator Program now, so we're going to be giving a lot of play points away to our subs. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. All right, match number 1, we're on the play. This hand looks pretty good. We have a lot of early aggression, maybe a few too many lands, but we're definitely not going to complain. We have a really nice curve with it that heralds into one of these two. Probably Fleshraker into Linebreaker. Cavern of Souls. Is this going to be... Oh my god. Is this a mirror? Thought-Knot Seer. So funny. Let's attack for 2. We'll play out Fleshraker, and then we can play either Linebreaker or Thought-Knot. Wow, this really is the mirror. And they don't have any plays. Another It That Heralds. Play Island. Play Linebreaker. Trigger. Okay, and they scoop. Wow. What a weird game. Alright, so against the mirror, definitely have 2 Dismember here. That's about it, though. 2 Dismember, we'll take out... And we have the One Ring, too, which I feel like is the Mirror Breaker. Maybe 2 Smasher for 2 Dismember. And try that. Alright, we have the One Ring. We have Devour. We're going to keep just because we have Devour. If we didn't have that, I would definitely throw this back, especially because we don't have a Temple. Also, play draw is really important, and I think we need to play for the high upside. Devour, reveals, Dismember. All right, we're going to take Dismember. I know it's not a land, but we're on the draw, and I want to slow things down. Courtyard, still no plays. Would like a Temple. Thought-Knot Seer. Hopefully we don't get land screwed. That would be very unfortunate. Man, they just go land into Temple. All right, they're ramping. Oh no. We bricked, clean up, Linebreaker, just stuck on 2 lands. Thought-Knot, we're going to Dismember with that on the stack. Really looking for a land here. We get 2 looks now because of the Thought-Knot. A One Ring, oh no. They take a Fleshraker. There we go, best land. Cast our own Thought-Knot, especially while they're tapped out. They have Kozilek's Command. Oh man, this is going to be hard to beat. They don't have any other land though, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So it's between Kozilek's and Mycospawn. Let's take Mycospawn. Because we have another Thought-Knot that we can get out. If we don't draw a land, we could just take... So they're going to Kozilek's, that's fine. So we'll just force them to have it. You could argue taking Kozilek's Command there, but then they just play out Sowing, get a Temple, and then they unlock their whole hand. Even though this is kind of going to do it. X equals 2. But this forces them to draw like a weird card if they need it. Or if like they don't put 1 on the bottom. They put bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have triple Linebreaker. They could bounce a Thought-Knot with this. I don't think that's a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't really beat World Breaker, can we? Then they can go double Linebreaker. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess we'll just take Linebreaker and pass. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do we attack? Nah, we're not going to attack. I don't mind chumping the Linebreakers. All right, they found the land, so now they can World Breaker if they want, or they can just go double. Oh, I guess they're going to eat Temple, and then we're just screwed anyway. Yeah, kind of lose-lose. If we take World Breaker, yeah, all right. We missed too many land drops, and it was just super awkward. Let's actually take out All Is Dust for World Breaker. I don't know why we didn't do that. Yes, we're on the play. 2 bad lands, nothing really going on. Let's mulligan. All right, this is better. Keep, put back Smasher, and we have Devour. We have potential Dismember. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. I'm gonna take Dismember, play out Line Breaker, I guess Fleshraker, so we can get the triggers going. Eldrazi, Fleshraker. Next turn we can Dismember whatever they play. No plays. Maybe they have Kozilek's, we'll see. Null Drifter. Eldrazi, play Line Breaker. Looks like they're F6'd. They might have Dismember for one of these. That's what it looks like. All right, so they have Kozilek's, X equals 1. We'll target that. Attack with both. Get him for 7. So we have Dismember left open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 mana. If it's a Thought Knot, we don't really care. Oh, just Micro Spawn. Okay. For a Temple, we'll Dismember that now. Need a big play. Another Dismember. Let's evoke Trigger Fleshraker. Put that down to 10. Oh, we draw the Ugin's Lab. So we can cast or play Ugin's Lab. Put that there. Now we can evoke again. Just make a bunch of spawn. Make Line Breaker insanely huge. Draw 2 more cards. Put them down to 7 and they scoop. So this would have been a 3, 4, 5, 6. Trample. They block here. They're dead. Nice. All right, welcome to round 2 on the draw. Probably against Energy. We see Gigantha. This is a 1-lander, so we're going to mull. This is a lot better. What do we want to put back? Probably the Mountain. We can always reveal something with Devour if we need to. Oh, Storm. All right, so we have Thought Knot. We have Kozilek's, so that's pretty good. We have another land. So we'll draw Ugin's Lab. Play that out. Put out Devour. Pass. Next turn we can turn 2 Thought Knots here. Unless they play Ral, then we're probably going to Kozilek's command it. Oh no, we're getting turn 2'd. Please no. There's Ral. Ral and Ruby. So now we have to decide if we want to play out Temple. We have a hard choice between holding up Kozilek's command, using Kozilek's command, or just casting Thought Knots here. If we Kozilek's X2, kill Ral, exile the graveyard, but then they have 4 cards in hand. I think it's going to be hard for them to go off with only... Let's look at their hand. I think it's going to be hard for them to go off if we just exile like Pass in Flames here or let's see. Yeah, like Glimpse. So we exile Glimpse. Their hand is Valakut and a land, which they can do some stuff with. They could, if they don't draw anything, they could Valakut, draw 3 more cards for 1 mana. They could easily win here. Just gotta hope they don't top deck well. Strike it rich, we don't care about that. I'm surprised they would actually cast that and not just Valakut that away, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really get this. They're just gonna Valakut for 1? Play land. I don't know. Draw another Ugin's Lab. They have 1 card in hand. Let's attack. Probably just gonna hold up Kozilek's command at this point. Probably should just get rid of Ral. But then, depending on what they do, they're at 13. So we could actually do some stuff here. Let's be greedy. They didn't put what's it called in the hand. Okay, cool. All right, we'll put those 2 to the bottom. We'll put 2 lands to the bottom. Keep Kozilek's on top. Null Drifter. So let's think. If we want to, can we win here? We cast Line Breaker. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Then we have 4 mana. X equals 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have to chump with Ral, I think. Let's do this. 1, 2. So we could also cast that, but that's going to be too slow, I think. All right. Ugin's Lab, Null Drifter. We will cast Line Breaker. This is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7, Trample. Yeah, I think we're just going to play it safe. I don't think we have to go to him. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess we could have. Yeah, I guess 11. No, they just chump here and it doesn't matter. All right, they go to 5. We have X equals 5 mana open. It's weird they only have 1 Surveil land. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. They've been a Ritual. I can't see them getting out of this, especially with us holding up Kozilek's command. Pyretic Ritual into Glimpse. Okay, that's a good one. Oh, they hit really well. Ren's Resolve, Pyretic Ritual. Hopefully, man, oh no. Yeah, they hit really well. They hit really, really well. All right, and they're casting Pass in Flames now. All right, we have to act 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to exile 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now they have to hit well with this Glimpse. Oh, wait, this is me. Bottom. Just gonna put all these to the bottom, I guess. So they either hit really well or we'll see. Oh man. So now they have to win. If they win a flip, we just lose. They lost the flip. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so I guess we should have, uh-oh. They lost the flip again. Come on, one more flip, 50-50. 50-50. Yes! They lost the flip. Oh man, that's insane. All right, so against Storm, We want relics, trinispheres, chalices on 2 maybe? What's not good? Smashers out, One Ring out. So Battle Mage is good against Ruby, and then Dismember is good against Ral. We'll bring in 1 Battle Mage, I think. I'm actually going to play Dismember instead. Ral's a little blocker, and it's not the... It is a win con. They can win without it, but it really helps them. All right, we'll keep this. We have... Oh, man. I mean, we don't have any sideboard cards, but we do have Temple, Kozilek's, turn 1, actually, this is kind of slow. Turn 2, Fleshraker, turn 3, Thought-Knot. I don't know, is this too slow? Turn 2, Fleshraker, and the turn... Let's try it. The double Thought-Knot is what's keeping me here. Again, if we mulligan hard for Relic or something, they just abrade it and we lose, then we're going to feel bad. So this is pretty decent, especially with Kozilek. If I didn't have Kozilek's command, I wouldn't keep this. All right, Bloodstained Mire. All right, not a good draw. We don't want to draw any more lands unless they're soul lands. They're going to get Commercial District with this. Keep a card on top. Most likely a Ral or a... There's a Ruby. All right, we're not drawing well. Eldrazi. We have to play this out. We can't not play something into the board and just hope that they don't have it on turn 3. Looks like they might. Oh no. Yeah, they have it. They need a ritual. Do they have the ritual? They do. They just have the nuts. Ugh, yeah, they just hit the nuts. Ritual and to pass in flames. It's not guaranteed. Well, another ritual. All right, well, we weren't winning this regardless, I guess. I guess we did need... So now they have Metamorphose, Reckless. Yeah, they're going to do their stuff. We'll come back and we'll see how they did. All right, they got there. I mean, turn 3 on the play for Ruby Storm is not unheard of. All right, let's try it again. I guess keep a better hand. Like, they had the abrades and stuff too, so it's not like guaranteed. All right, this hand, we have the Relic, so we're going to keep. Turn 1 Relic. But like I said, they could just have a braid for this, and then it doesn't matter. Commercial District. All right, play another Temple. Let's target them. Play Fleshraker and pass. We can start, like, doing Fleshraker stuff next turn. All right, we're assuming that they have Ruby or Ral. They wouldn't keep otherwise. Strike it rich. Into Ritual. Please don't have it again. I mean, if they have it, they have it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. If you draw the nuts, they need another Ritual or Metamorphose. Ritual, Pass in Flames. So they have Pass in Flames for only Metamorphose at least. I mean, they can go Ritual, Ritual. We don't know what's left in their hand. I guess they could flip Ral too. Strike it rich. They flip Ral. Man, I mean, if pretty lucky for them. They exile. Metamorphose is their only thing. They braid this. Oh, they get a Rends Resolve too. Yeah, they're just going through it. They have 1 Rends Resolve and and 2 Metamorphose. Theoretically, they could brick, but most likely not. Unless they just have like Wish in hand or something. Oh, they had a Metamorphose in hand. All right, they got Wish. Man, I wish we got this lucky playing Ruby Storm. All right, round 3 on the play. 1 land, Forest, no thanks. 2 lands, we'll keep this. Put back Smasher, I guess. Put back Smasher. Oh, Leyline. All right, so this is Domain. This is going to be a tough matchup. We'll start with that Heralds. Especially with Leyline out, if they get Scion, we just kind of hard lose to that. And we definitely need to draw a 7-drop for Ugin Slab. That would be ideal. They play Mesa into... Oh, it's Rhinos. And we drew the 7-drop. That's pretty sweet. So we're going to cast Ugin Slab, cast Thought-Knot. Let's see what they're working with. So it's Domain Rhinos. See if they have the Subtlety. They do. We'll top it. Get them for 2. The Rhinos are going to be annoying, but I'd rather have like Rhinos, as long as they don't have Scion here, which most likely they do because they subtlety that. Oh, just Stomp. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to recast Thought-Knot. Double Leyline Binding. Oh man, this is rough. So they can just easily Leyline Binding this, draw a card. Good hand for them. Oh my god, they top deck Scion? Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll play out at that Heralds. That's gross. Yeah, we're not beating like these like nut draws from all our opponents. Turn 2 Storm into just all this. We'll take like a draw step, but it's not happening. We know they have Leyline Binding, so we can't even attack here. Devour, yeah. Super unlucky. All right, against Rhinos, we have Chalices, maybe Trinispheres. Battle Mages only good against Guild Pact. World Breaker. We don't really have anything like really good against them. Against Smashers, not really the best card. Can go Chalice and probably All Is Dust and Trinisphere. All right, on the play again. We also keep mulliganing a lot. I'm just going to keep complaining because all these hands are garbage. This is just terrible. I don't feel bad about losing though with these hands versus theirs. Mulligan. We have double Chalice. We can put back a Chalice and a like at that Heralds. Yeah, we're not going to go to 4. This hand's pretty bad too, but it is what it is. All right, play this out. Play Chalice early before they can do anything and pass. They don't have Leyline, which is good. We're just going to be looking to for lands to evoke Muldrifter. All right, they play Flooded Strand. All right, they play Flooded Strand, Crack Flesh. They crack Strand. So now they have Leyline Binding up for Chalice. We draw Gemstone Caverns, which it's a land. We'll take it. I'll see if they want to get rid of this. They do. So they're targeting our Line Breaker. So they either don't have a Cascader or they have another Leyline Binding for this at some point. They suspend Footfalls. Draw a Mountain. Let's evoke Muldrifter, Nulldrifter. Not the worst, not the best. Pretty bad, actually. Play Mountain and pass. So they're most likely going to get rid of Chalice before that comes off Suspend. All right, they just pass. We're drawing all our basics. We'll pass. We'll end of turn Kozilek's Command, I guess. They're not doing anything either. Yeah, see, Leyline Binding. Let's upkeep stop them so they can't force whatever we're going to do. That still has a lot of time counters on it. So we'll cast, scry, make dudes. I'm going to do this now so they can't force it. This is interesting. No lands again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana to work with next turn. So we can go Fleshraker. Yeah, let's just go top. So we can go Fleshraker into Line Breaker. They found their third land. So now they're going to get Rhinos here. Oh, Inevitable Betrayal. I guess they get like a World Breaker here? Oh, just thought not? Okay. They took all his dust. We draw... Oh, so they messed with our thing. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of funny, actually. So we can actually go Fleshraker, 1, 2... Hit that Heralds. Yeah, I don't know why they brought in Inevitable Betrayal. There's really not much to... maybe they assumed we had something cool. I'll sack all these. Hoping they don't have Force Negation. They should... Oh my god, they have it. They should board it out in this matchup, though. That's so wild. We cannot catch a break this league, huh? We win one match and then the rest are just awful. How do they still have Force left? Blows my mind. They didn't see the One Ring game 1. All right, they have another Cascader, it looks like. If they could tap correctly. Flage. They eat Fleshraker. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back from Flage. I'll take a draw step. Line Breaker would be a lot better with Fleshraker. All right, we'll attack with that. They're just going to chump here like this. Oh, nothing? Okay. They have Rhinos off Suspend now. So now we'll take one more draw step. Unless they hit a land and they bring back Flage, then we're just... No. Red, white. Yeah, all right. Well, scoop. All right, welcome to match 4 on the draw. We're going to keep this. We have Temple... Double Devour. Gonna look for some more early action here. Oh no. Not like this. Just any domain, anything like this just kills our deck. Definitely want to try to dodge any domain. All right, we got one look. Kozilek is decent. I think we were looking for Ugin's Lab, honestly. We didn't find it. We need lands. We're just gonna say no to all these. Oh no. All right, we'll play out at that Heralds. Again, not looking good. Definitely a good keep. Fine keep. You'd hope to see a land in the top 9 cards. But if they just go Scion, we pretty much lose. This is a 1-lander? Bolt. If it's a 1-lander, then we have a shot. Flesh Portico. They keep a card on top with that. We draw a Fleshraker, which at least it's something to do. And I'll just send it back. All right, they attack with Nicodle. They don't have Scion, or they would have played it pre-combat, which is nice. They might have Kavu, though. Still looking for lands. There's Kavu. We're down. We've seen 10 cards, no lands. They find their third land. We still don't find a land. Crazy. We'll cast it at Heralds, ping them, and do nothing else. But yeah, if we hit lands, we have all this dust that can wipe this board. If we get a land, we can play the One Ring to draw into more lands. I guess we have to chump here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't even think we can chump. We need this for ring mana. They most likely have like a binding. Okay. I mean, if they have stub, they have stub. Let's attack. Cast the One Ring. Do they have the stub? They do not. We are at 5 though, so it's kind of like not looking good anyway. They probably have the binding. We'll draw on their turn. Make them use mana on their turn, if anything. Yep, there's the binding. At least we get 1 free card. They should have waited for us to draw with it though. Draw a Courtyard. All right, at least we have protection for a turn. They have 2 Lush Porticos in their deck. That's interesting. And they keep a card on top. We're going to assume it's a Scion. It is a Scion. Okay. So we need exactly Temple or Ugin's Lab to win. So we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind. We have all his dust. Thanks to at that Heralds. Wow. What a change of pace, huh? All right. Attack for 5. Put them down to 4. And they scoop. At that Heralds and all his dust combo. Insane. All right. We got really lucky that match. Against Domain, we want Dismembers. And we kind of want like all of this. As long as they don't have like counter spells and stuff. What's not good? Everything's pretty solid. If we just want these 3, I still don't think Smasher's very good. We want this, maybe like a Battle Mage on the play and try that. All right, on the draw and mulligan as usual. This hand is a lot better. Keep this. Put back Line Breaker. I think I want to curve out like this. They have the ley line, so as long as they don't counter our All Is Dust, should be pretty good. And a Coddle. Temple. We don't have any colored mana for Null Drifter, but that is our 7-drop for Ugin's Lab if we don't want to put All His Dust under. So we'll take 3. Okay. So I was undecided if we should dismember that or... Because if we dismember that, we go down to 13. We could hold that open for something else. I'm not sure. We do have the Thought Knot though, so we're going to cast Thought Knot. It gets around Stub. Maybe it takes a Scion out of their hand. Oh my god, this hand. Double ley line. All right, we're going to take Scion and pass. They're probably going to end of turn leyline binding. This hand is like absurd though. All right, they use a leyline binding, so they get to draw another one. We just got to hope they brick on lands for a couple turns. Okay, let's cast this. We'll exile Scry Draw because I want to make our land drop. So I'm going to do this now. And we can save Dismember for Territorial Kavu. Unless they literally draw a stub. Oh, they drew Consign? Come on. They're just going to win with this. They don't need to draw lands. Down to 11. Hit that Heralds. Let's go double hit that Heralds. Make him use a bolt on something. Sucks missing on lands too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if we hit a land and we have double hit that Heralds, we can still All His Dust. So we need like another temple or something. Even just a land to cast the One Ring. Ragavan. Land, please. We don't have any colored sources either. This is like absurd. All right, we just have to cast this as a 2/2. At this point, the ring is just not even good right now. They cast a Johnny. So they find their land. They have a Johnny. They attack with the Coddle. Oh my god, this is a cat that's going to flip. Oh, come on. Really? All right, we're not going to block. That's insane that this cat flips this. At least it prevents Ragavan from attacking. We draw Ugin's Lab, but we don't want to put All His Dust underneath. So we'll just... All right, we're going to say no to this. Cast the One Ring. We're going to draw while they're tapped out. Another Temple's really good, actually. But as long as we don't die to the One Ring. So we can actually All His Dust next turn. Hopefully they just kind of go all in on their board. All right, Leyline Binding. That's fine on the One Ring, so we don't take damage. We knew about that card. We don't know about their other cards, though. Oh, they have Kavu, too. So I guess as long as they don't have Stub or Consign... Do they have it? They have to have it, right? They would have done something else otherwise. Oh my god, they didn't. And we get the Thought Knot trigger again? That's absurd. That's insane. All right, let's take a Johnny. We can't tap the One Ring because we're going to want to dismember Kavu. Maybe we can draw some things to trigger Fleshraker, though. All right, they get a Surveil land. They put Sand to the yard. That feels good. They draw a land, so they're going to go Kavu. Let's see what we draw. We don't have to dismember end of turn. Thought Knot, okay. So let's cast Fleshraker, cast Thought Knot, always yield. And then we know what this card is, right? Yeah, it's Pyroclasm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll dismember and swing for lethal. That's insane, dude. I did not expect to get there. All His Dust MVP. All right, we're on to the final match. And this is kind of like a land-heavy hand, but we have Kozilek's Command for turn 2 into Thought Knot Seer. So I'm going to try this, especially on the play. Like you could ball to a more aggressively like angled hand, but I think it's fine with the Temple. Definitely don't want to be drawing more lands though. That's not good. Now this hand is shaping up to be bad. Any more lands and we're just screwed. This is Jeskai Control. We do have Cavern of Souls, which is nice, but they also have like a lot of removal. So let's play this on Eldrazi. I'm glad we drew that, so now we can actually do something. So if they're like holding up Counterspell or something, we can just get around it. They do have Wrath Disguise. They do have Lightning Bolt. They have Galvanic Discharge, so they use Bolt there, so they can't use it on Thought Knot next turn. They're going to get another Surveil land. Island. Do they have the Flage? They downtick Narset to get a One Ring, which we are going to steal. Play Secluded Courtyard. Hopefully get the One Ring out of their hand. Yep, their hand's pretty bad otherwise. Lightning Helix, Pending, Hallowed Fountain. They find another Helix. We find another Thought Knot. Let's attack them. We're not drawing cards on our turn. We don't have to Kozilek's Command. They might double Helix this. Actually, they only have, Solitude. So they drew Solitude for turn and they have 2 Lightning Helixes in hand. Interesting. Okay. So this is why we're doing this now, so that way we can Thought Knot whatever they get. So we will cast Thought Knot. Maybe take away a Helix. March. They only have 1 red source. Let's take away March and pass. They could March this. They can't double Helix though, unless they draw a land. And even if they do, it's like a 2-for-1. All right, they play Hallowed Fountain tap, so their hand's double Helix and something. Smasher. That's a good draw. Eldrazi. So I'll play out Smasher. Attack for 9. They can Helix us end of turn just to gain some life. I'd imagine that's what they do. Is a charm. They draw 2 lands and bin 2 lands. Oh, that's terrible. They draw another Narset. It's not nothing. So they're at a virtual 10, and they reveal the 1 ring. Okay. So if we get them low enough, it won't matter. Okay, well, that just seals the deal. Smasher coming in clutch. They can't beat this. All right, we get there. So against Jeskai Control, we want more cast triggers. So like World Breaker. We don't know if they're using their graveyard yet. Trinisphere can make things awkward for them as well. They're on kind of like a Jeskai like burn deck. Jeskai Control burn? I don't know. At that Heralds, I think dies way too easily. So let's do that. They are a 1 ring deck, so Battle Mages could come in. And they're a Solitude deck as well. So Trinisphere makes Solitude evoke more awkward. I think Ola's Dust can come out, and I guess just 1 Smasher. We'll try this. Could also maybe bring in Kozilek just to make things even more like cast stuff. Oof. This hand's close. If we had a 7-drop, I'd consider keeping this, but we do have Trinisphere and Cavern. I'm going to keep it. We have the Cavern. We're assuming that they have counter spells. They've been a March with Thundering. Now I want to draw lands. All right, and we draw the 7-drop, which is really nice. So let's play Ugin's Lab. Do we want to play out Battle Mage? Yeah, let's play out Battle Mage. Just put a threat on the field. If they want to kill it, they have to spend a burn spell on it. We have another one. Alpine Moon. Okay. See if they name Ugin's Lab. I haven't seen Ugin or Alpine Moon in a bit. So now we can actually kill this with Wastecape. Do we care about that right now? I guess not. Make him. I mean, it doesn't look like they have Solitude, so cool. We'll take that. Gives us a color. We already have one, but they don't know that. They play 3rd Surveil land. They put Helix into the yard, which is interesting. So they have to have another one, you'd think. Fleshraker. Play that. Eldrazi. Do we want to get Trinisphere out, or do we want to maximize the damage? So they're going to Helix one of these, most likely. They're going to Helix Linebreaker. We're only getting in for 2. Let's make them either counterspell this or Helix one of these. Or is it Charm? I would just counter. Okay, that's fine. Attack for 7. Down to 6. Another land. They have the 1 ring. Okay. They're only at 6, so like they can't be drawn too much. We have Wastecape to get rid of that as well, which is kind of annoying because they still get the draw. We're going to play Fleshraker out, I guess, right? Ooh, another Linebreaker. Yeah, I guess we have to Wastecape it. We'd love to get Fleshraker out and hold up Kozilek's command, but we have to do this now so they don't draw more cards. So exile the 1 ring, put another 2/2 on the field, which would be lethal, but they have protection. They shock and Steam Vent, so they have a hard cast Solitude, it looks like. So let's see. So they're going to Solitude this. I guess we should have played another Linebreaker. Why didn't we do that? We'll attack. They'll do this. Yeah, that was kind of dumb of us. Let's play out a Fleshraker. Maybe that'll eat a burn spell or something. I guess if we played out the other... Yeah, why didn't we play out the other Linebreaker? I don't know. Flage. Okay. That kills the Fleshraker and gains them 3. That's annoying. They go to 8 into Damping Sphere. Damn. Okay. So we're going to have to eat Flage. Attack for 2. They only have 1 card in hand. So let's cast Kozilek's command. Exile. Scry draw. Another one. I'm going to bottom that. I want to draw like a land. Yeah, there we go. They just pass. The 1 ring. So if we cast Linebreaker, we can win here. I'm going to cast Thought-Knot here, I think. There's like, if we play Linebreaker, there's a good chance we win. If they have Solitude, we don't win anyway. This is like a safer, slower thing. We could also play the 1 ring, but it could get countered. So they do have the Solitude. But the cool thing is if they Solitude Thought-Knots here, which is what they're going to do, we can still get in for 2. Oh, wait. They have March. Okay. That's a lot better for us. And we get their 1 ring. Okay, cool. So they have 1 turn to draw out of it. They shock in Hallowed Fountain. We draw World Breaker. What is this? A giant March? 7 mana. They're doing this at my draw step. I don't think they mean to do this at my draw step though. And they just concede. I guess they were just messing with me. All right, so that was Eldrazi Aggro in Modern. We almost had that 4-1. It was unfortunate that we got turn 2'd by Storm, but that like 5% chance is going to happen sometimes. As for the rest of the matches, I don't really know how I feel about this deck. Like, yeah, we mulliganed a lot, we missed our land drops and stuff like that. Other times we curved out really well and it felt super easy. I think that is the downside with this deck, is that you either crush or you hope to have incremental damage throughout the game. So like we said in the intro, this is a very creature heavy build. And we're also playing the 1 ring. So with those 2 parts, again, I'm still not sure how I feel about either of those. Going heavy on the creatures with 4 Smashers and full Null Drifters, and then also playing for the 1 ring. You can argue that the 1 ring's really not made for this deck, even though it's an absurd card. I think if you do want to play the One Ring, you should be playing some number of Talisman to get it out early. There will be times where you're casting just things on curve if you don't have your soul land, so it can be a little bit awkward. And then the sideboard, it just felt fine. Again, a little bit of everything just to cover all the top meta decks. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget that we are part of the MTGO Creator Program now, so I'll have lots of play points to give away to all my subs. And if you want to see more content like this, or you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscriber button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.